Hello everybody, today I've got another plant video. This one is an import from Carnivoria. They are based in Czech Republic, as in CZECH, and they do not have a site. They used to, but they recently moved to Facebook and they just operate completely on Facebook now. So if you do want to get in contact with them, they are called Dave CP on Facebook. I'll go ahead and put a link to their profile. But yeah, so this is the box. So I did a group order with somebody, so the import actually arrived to them, and then they took my plants and then shipped it to me. So pretty much just ignore the packaging, look more at the plants for to kind of understand the quality of their shipping. So let's go ahead and open this and I'll show you what I got. All right, so there's the plants. You can see they're just shipped in these Ziploc bags wrapped in paper towels. So this is something that the order told me about. These would have numbers instead of the actual cultivar names on them, which is definitely weird and kind of annoying. So I'm gonna have to get the number and then see what cultivar it is. But for the meantime, I'll just take these out and kind of show you the size of what I received. So this is the singular one that was named. So this one's called Bloop. Looks like some kind of werewolf with serrated teeth. Not teeth. Number 9. Number 8. Looks like this one slipped out of its paper towel, but it looks all right. 21. 23. This one's got a little bit of death, but it looks like its new traps are still all right. 24. 14. That one's also got some death, but the new growth looks good. 12. Oh. 6. This is kind of weird. He's got the label and everything, but he doesn't have the cultivar. 18. So you can see that this order got a lot of werewolf traps. And 17. That one is huge. Alright, so that's everything in the box. I'll go ahead and get these numbers and the cultivars, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, so I've gone ahead and got the cultivar for each number, so I can just kind of identify what each of these are now. And I've laid them out. So we'll go ahead and get started. So something I'd like to talk about right before I get to these plants, the shipping. It was very, very good and quick. 6 days from the seller packing to it arriving at the address that ordered, which is very, very quick. I think CK, which is one we did earlier this season, I think it was like almost 2 weeks. So double the time and more, which is really pretty crazy, at least for international into the US standards. So I'm not entirely sure if that was a customs just being quick or if that was something the actual seller had something to do with. But this one is Bloop. So this is, I have no idea what this is. I actually didn't even get a picture of it. I just ordered it blind. But you can see it looks like some kind of small green werewolf. Or maybe it's just some plant with serrated teeth. But it had such a cool name, I couldn't just pass on it. All right, next up is 12. So this is Hanny WTW. So this is one I've seen on Flytrap store quite a bit recently that he's been praising. So it's in the AR Werewolf line. So there's AR Werewolf 1, 2, 3, and then there's Hanny WTW. So now I should have all 4 AR Werewolves. This one is just, I think this one's just the best growing of all the werewolves. So hopefully we'll see how that does. But you can see, decent sized rhizome and good bit of new growth. All right, next, 14. So this one is called Mania. This is another one I don't know much about, but apparently from one of my friends, they said that it was a really cool grower that has different traps. like sometimes it'll make weird traps, other times it'll make regular traps that can eat. And that's really all I know. See, this one got a little bit beat up in transit. Pretty small too, but not bad. And you gotta remember, these plants are dormant at this time, so not expecting like a ton of leaf growth. It's more about the rhizome. So this next one, 23, this is Vesuvius. I think I said that right. Not sure about this one either. This one's actually, I did not order this, so I'm not entirely sure where this came from. It might be someone else's that just accidentally got into my order. Oh, don't snap. But I'll unpack it at least and show you guys. But you can see really cool wavy traps. I'm not sure if that's a permanent thing or if that's just because it was in low light. But the traps seem to be non-existent too. If it'll focus, you can see that trap is just kind of part of the leaf. Really interesting. All right. Next, number 21, this is Versipellem. So this is Air Werewolf 3. So now I should have the full Air Werewolf collection. This one's pretty similar to the others, except the petioles should go a bit longer and then like dangle over the pot, at least from photos I've seen online. Good size. A lot of the pots or plants I've noticed have really short root systems, so he must grow in very short pots, which is fine, but longer roots are generally better. So this is 18, which is Rimmon. This is another one I've seen on Flytrap store on their collection tours, which is a really cool one. It's like a werewolf, but it gets kind of orangish traps. Good rhizome. See a bit of the trap in there. You can see its coloring. Really cool coloring. Next up is number 8, Dominus Noster. I saw this one on Facebook, picture of it, and it looked really interesting, so I thought, sorry about bumping the tripod. Saw a picture of it and it was really interesting, so I just figured I'd get it. A lot of these were very cheap prices, by the way. Especially for United States standards. So I just kind of started adding some stuff that I didn't know what it looked like, just because why not? Next up, number 9, Emperor. Now this one I've seen online, which looks amazing. It's like seems like a pretty vigorous green trap with like crazy serrated teeth. I don't know if serrated would be the right word, but very like aggressive looking teeth. And you can kind of see it. Oh, it's got some star moss. Really cool plant. All right, number 4. This is Smiley. So, one you guys probably know if you're familiar with fly traps. I've been wanting to get one of these for a while, but the price is just ridiculous for what it is, to be honest. So I just figured I'd pick one up here for like $20 or something, which is a steal because a size like this would go for like $100 at least. Yeah, you can see those aliens like traps. This one's got almost no roots, but at least it's got some active growth there. Number 17, this is Payara. I believe I also saw this one on Flytrap store. Now this is a huge plant, you can already tell. I think it's a werewolf style again. See the rhizome size. It's not too big of a rhizome, to be honest. but those traps are monstrous. Excited for that. All right, 24. This one is Acheron. Almost looks like a coquillage, a green coquillage. Don't actually remember how this one looked from pictures online, but I don't think it was like this, so might be a little surprised down the line. Super curvy. All right, second to last. This is Mutant #1. This is one that I've really wanted ever since I saw it. It's a kind of Kim style trap. So like the Kim series, Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Il-sung, I believe are the three of them. It looks very similar to that, except Mutant 1 is supposed to grow much quicker and much larger. I've never really been interested in those Kim series ones. They do look cool, but they just are so tiny and so finicky. I've just never wanted to grow them, so hopefully this should be a good replacement. And finally, number 6, Demogorgon. So this one's a werewolf style that I've seen online a lot recently. Looks like a little bit fell off, might be able to prop it. Looks a bit light-starved in shipping, but that's expected. So it's a really cool werewolf style. The teeth kind of go like in all different directions on it, and the trap will be pretty open. So it's like a star almost. Very cool. Excited for that. All right, so here's the overview of all the plants. Gone ahead and printed out some tags next to them so we can actually see what the cultivar is. And one thing I'd like to add in the video, I actually mispronounced this and the writing was wrong. It's actually Wesuvia, and I did order it. I just forgot about it. So we'll start at the top left with Bloop, Hanny WTW, Mania. Hoping this one will be all right, but I think it will be. It's a pretty good sized rhizome, even for how it looks. Emperor, Payara, Acheron, not sure how to say that. Demogorgon, Wesuvia, Versipellem or AR Werewolf 3, Rimmon, Dominus Noster, Jaws Smiley, Mutant #1. So that's everything. I'm not entirely sure what the labels are here for because you don't actually get 2 plants or anything. I've only got 1 division of everything here. So takeaways, I'd say this is a really nice nursery, especially if you're in Europe and you want to get some fly traps. He has a Facebook page, no website, but really good competitive pricing for what these plants are. And although, you know, some of them might look a little bit iffy on health, they're really good. These were like crazy amounts below their usual selling price, even for Europe. So in the United States, where everything is crazy expensive, it was a really nice find. So I definitely recommend buying from these guys if you can. But yeah, so that's everything. I'm gonna go ahead and get them potted up. It's a bit cold outside now, so I'm just potting them up inside. And I'll show you how they look there. All right, so here's all the plants potted up. Looking really nice. So I did take some leaf pullings on some of them, like this Rimmon, I'm not sure to say it, but just leaf pulling, just regular leaf pullings. I used some, let me actually grab it. Some of this rooting gel, Clonex rooting gel. I'm not exactly sure how well it works with fly traps yet, but I'm gonna try it. It's supposed to, you know, incentivize root growth with some hormones. So I'm trying that on some of the rootless ones, like the Mania up here, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna put these outside. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.